Hey guys, it's Em here. Welcome back to Grace's Corner. I am so happy to be making this video because I feel like I haven't done a tutorial video in like forever. So yeah, I made these really pretty butterfly wing earrings. Let me see if I go into the light, you can see it a little bit better. Yeah. They are so freaking cute. They're so adorable. And they're lightweight and they're made with real butterfly wings and they're covered in UV resin. So I have all the materials. I show you all the materials that I use for the project. And also I did make this bracelet. It's really pretty. Yeah, so you'll kind of see how I did that as well. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe if you like crafting videos and other fun haul video stuff that I'm going to be doing on this channel. And yeah, let me know down below also, because while I was making these and recording it, I did ask you guys if you wanted me to do a boyfriend tag. So let me know down below if you kind of want to see that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next video. Be true, be you, and I love you so very much. Thank you so much. Mwah. Love you guys. All right, so I have my two butterfly wing earrings. Well, that's what they're going to be. Wings right here. And what I'm using is Scotch storage packing tape, and this is the translucent, like completely clear. Some of the tape that you get can be cloudy, and you don't want that because it would affect how visible your earrings will be. So what I'm trying to do is get a clean piece. Now this is just the ending of the tape, but, and I do admit you do waste a lot of tape doing this sometimes because you don't want a strip. See how I stopped it here and then I pull and you have that line right there? You don't want that. So what I'm looking for is a very clear translucent piece. And so I am gonna be wasting quite a lot to kind of get what I want. So I have my piece right here. Ooh, it's so hard to do this on camera. So I have my piece right here, right? So now I'm gonna take my piece, put it flat down, and I'm just gonna lay, it doesn't matter how you layer it as long as it's clear, okay? And make sure you don't force it, just press down. Ooh, okay. And then you're gonna do the same for the other one. You're gonna wanna leave quite a bit of space, and I just almost messed up on that. See how it took some of the wing right there? Like some of the pigment? You have to be very careful. So you live and you learn. But okay, we'll put it right here. Perfect. All right, so now we have the two stuck on the tape. And this gets very sticky, so you're gonna see me struggle a little bit. Okay, whew. All right, I got one hand free. And I love this tape because of the adhesiveness of it. I'm just holding it down with something. So now I'm gonna go in and take another piece. It really doesn't matter how you put it, but as long as it's clear, like I said. So we're getting one clear piece. Okay. And I don't think I have enough to cover because of that line, so I am just gonna cover this. Make sure you don't have any bubbles. Okay, so now we have that completely covered. And we're going to be doing the same for this piece right here. So I'm gonna grab some tape. And I forgot to mention, you are gonna need some scissors for this. side, and we're doing the same thing this way. Actually, let's do it this way. Remember, you want it to be clear, so you, okay, there we go, lightly, make sure you don't get any air bubbles. Just press it down. Perfect. All right, so now we pretty much have our 2 butterfly wings encased in the tape. Okay, so now we are going to cut. Ooh, okay, we're going to cut. This is a little messed up, but once we cut it and we set the outline, should be okay. All right, so I found my scissors. Yay! That was ordeal and a half. So I'm just gonna make this easier for me to cut. So I'm just gonna snip that right there. And this is the excess. Like I said, you waste a lot of tape. That's just my experience, but if you can find an easier way to do it, by all means, let me know. So here we have, this one came out really well. This one I might have put too much pressure, but hey, you live and you learn, you know? Yeah, and I've been making these for a while, so you would think I'll be free from making mistakes, but okay. So I'm just cutting this one out. Now I'm giving, I want to leave quite a bit of room, so maybe like a 1/4 of an inch. I don't want to cut it too close to the wing because I do want space for when the UV resin settles, that we could trim off any excess that we need to do so, and it'd be thin without ruining the actual wing itself. So we're just gonna cut. There we go. There we go. You could even add like a glitter background. I don't think it's that serious, but I do like to leave quite a bit of room on the top though, because I will be adding kind of like a ring so we can hook our earring base to. Okay. Sometimes it takes a little while. The tape is pretty sticky. This is some really, really good tape. So yeah, this is the back, this is the front. Doesn't have to be perfect, just the wings have to match. And there you go. We're gonna do the same for the other side. We're gonna just leave a 1/4 of an inch there. Cut, cut, cut. Cut, cut, cut. So people are having like a party outside, so I'm sorry if the music is annoying in this tutorial. I know it's kind of annoying me, so I would imagine it would annoy you. There we go. Yo, I could hear them having a grand old time. Take it back now, y'all. I wish I could control the music, but I can't. So yeah, I'm just like making sure, fine cutting this so it's cool. Okay, I'm leaving, like I said, quite a bit of room so we can come in and make adjustments accordingly after. Okay. All right. You can try to smooth out all the air bubbles. Okay. So, all right. So now I'm grabbing a surface So I actually like to start from the back to the front. And reason being is because, reason being is because if we, actually I don't want to use this one. I'm actually using a Sculpey, a flat Sculpey thing, but this one's a little bit more cleaner and flat, so we're gonna be using that. So, okay. So I'm doing the backs first because that is what I need to be the clearest. So our hands have been all over this, right? So what I like to do is, hold on. Oh, I got my camera case. Fine, dandy camera case. And I'm just gonna wipe it down. I'm just gonna wipe it down, make sure I get all of my fingerprints off. Okay, so just gently wiping. Let me wipe my fingers too. I'm gonna have to clean this cloth, but remember, because once you put that resin over it, it's going to stick. Okay. All right, we're gonna do the same for the other. We're just lightly taking off our fingerprints. That's what we're doing. Awesome. Okay. So now this method would require that you have Lisa Pavelka on hand. So this, I've had this for a while and it just does wonders for me. So, and like I said, you want to use a non-stick surface. You're gonna evenly space them out. This one's lifting a little bit, and I think it's because I did it too tight, which you could probably add like some glue to the back, but we don't want that. Okay, so actually I might need, well, yeah, because we want this completely flat, so we can actually just possibly, let's be creative, possibly tape a side down, like a little corner right here where we could snip off later. Okay. And this is why it's so important to leave like extra room. So then you can have them as flat as possible. Okay, so I'm just grabbing in an extra piece of tape. You can actually just cut the tape in half if you want to. We just want these very, right at the tip, you know? We just want to hold them down. Okay, awesome. So now they're pretty much flat. You can go in again, wipe it down again. Okay. So now this is the messy part. We are going to be pouring Lisa. Now you need a UV lamp for this. So FYI, actually you don't need a UV lamp for this because this gloss will harden in the sun or any UV exposure. But the reason that's not ideal is because you don't want any like extra particles on this. So yeah, that music is popping. So yeah, we're just gonna spread the gloss towards the end, and this, it's gonna spill over a little bit. That's okay. We try our best to not have that happen, but it can. Okay. Try our best not to, but okay. What can we do? I think it's better to have more gloss, have it spill over, because we are gonna cut it, which is why I told you that we don't really need, like the lines of the cutout doesn't need to be exact. So let's go in with some more gloss. Boop. And we're gonna go in some more gloss here because I feel like we're gonna need it. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So we're just gonna move that gloss around. You're gonna need a lighter as well because yeah, you're gonna need a lighter as well because you want to get all those air bubbles out. Okay. Alright, got some gloss, spread that around, spread it around. Right here, we'll just move that right there. Okay. Alright. Now you see the air bubbles? You're gonna have to get them out. You're gonna have to get them out, so. Okay. Just wanna make sure you have all the sides covered. Okay, let me see. Oh my God, hope my head is not in the camera. Ah. Yeah, okay. So now we need a lighter, which I have right here. These are freaking amazing. I love using these. They're perfect for resin. And you're just gonna get all those air bubbles out. Yes. Perfect. If you have some air bubbles that are hard to get, you can just try to move the resin around and go over it with a lighter again. I do see here where I needed to move the resin around, so that's exactly what I'm doing. I actually like to hold it up to the light as well, just to see if I've gotten all the corners. Okay, so I think this is pretty much ready for curing. I'm looking at it. Okay, so I do see where we need to add more resin to the bottom. Okay, this one seems pretty good. Okay, all right, so there we go. So I'm gonna put this in the UV lamp and we're gonna come back in about 2 minutes. So while those are curing, and I like to keep them in there for probably about like 5 minutes. I just really like to get the resin really hard. But in the interim, we could make a bracelet. So what I'm doing is I'm using, it's one of my favorite strings, Bead Nova crystal string. I love it. Very elastic. And very durable. Like, I make my own bracelets and I wear my own bracelets, and let me tell you, I have yet to have one pop on me. Well, I did have one pop, I'm not gonna lie, I did, but I only used one string, so this is why I double it up. So I just get a nice amount. Right, that might be too long, but whatever. Oh look, I got tape on me. Okay, so I think that's a really good length. Possibly too long, but it's okay. We'll make do. Let me just gonna snip it. Boop. Also, finding the right oh my god, these scissors are terrible. I'm gonna have to get new scissors. Finding the right needle for the beads itself can be really tricky. I honestly can't tell you what size this is, but yeah, I would just say play around with it. So I have some labradorite beads. these beads are so freaking beautiful. This is, I think, another name for this type of labradorite or moonstone. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That is so freaking cool. So yeah, it's larvakite, I believe. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this stone is in the labradorite moonstone family, and the reflectiveness in it, oh, it's just not only stunning, but the healing properties of labradorite are just so good. It's a transformation stone. It's one of the highest protective stones there is out of the stones and minerals and gemstones, and I just love it for that. So we're just gonna be stringing them up. What I'm doing is using these, they're called mermaid beads. They're really pretty, they're very reflective. They emanate sort of a rainbow, and so I kind of wanted to add the rainbow effect to the to like bring out the labradorite as well, or larvakite, whatever, however you want to call it. Tomato. That's not really it. That was a bad analogy. So yeah, I'm just gonna be stringing them up while the earrings are curing, while that resin is curing. So yeah, I tend to like do things in the middle of my crafting because, you know, especially if I'm working with resin, there's a lot of time, a lot of curing time, so I like to pretty much make other things when I'm working. But yeah, so I have an event, I think I've mentioned it a couple times, Pagan Pride, coming up on September 28th, Battery Park in New York City, and I'm so excited for it, and I'm kind of like terrified at the same time because I haven't really had time to prepare, and so that kind of concerns me, only because I feel like I won't have enough inventory. I feel like I prepared somewhat well for it, so I do have some time, like a month. So probably next month, which is almost every time I am about to do an event or an event date is coming close, I started to get frantic, and I work super hard that month, and I end up sometimes stressing myself out, but it's always so freaking fun. And we've always, when I say we, me and my boyfriend, we've always come out, you know, having done very well at the event. So that is what I'm excited for. Oh, I forgot to say, I guess I could put it below, but if you don't want to see me string up beads or hear me, you could just fast forward to the tutorial of the earrings. And I'm just separating it just so, not only to show you, but to also kind of size it. Oh, I don't know, the dog is acting up. Hey! Sorry about that. I can't control him. He plays with his toys while I'm making a video. Oh, look at that reflective pattern. Oh my god, so cute. I think that's a really good size, because I am going to be adding, let's see, you know what, and these I can make matching earrings to the bracelet. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I think this is a good size. Let's see, how would this look? Okay. Actually, sometimes you gotta play around with it. And I think I'm just gonna add some of these, like these. Oh yeah. And then these beads I got in Michael's. I don't know if I showed them in my Michael's haul in another video, but check out the videos where I got. So I like when I'm using these, I forget what they're called, but when I'm using these, I like to end them with beads. And I could have done it with the mermaid beads, but I think it just adds so much uniqueness to the bracelet itself. I like to make my bracelets one of a kind, and nobody is going to be having this type of bracelet, I can tell you, at my event. So, or at the event that I'm gonna be at. So that's why I like making different, you know, different styles. Now this might be, I'm a little, yeah, this is pretty big. That's pretty big. So now we gotta resize it. Let's see, I really like that. I really like that. Let's see, I might have to take this out. See, and then I feel like that's too small. Oh, runaway bead, runaway bead. Okay, so that's too small. Then we will add this to give it just a little bit of length. Now I'm going backwards here. If the hole was too small, then I would most definitely have to take all the beads off the string and then do it again. But here we go. Let's see how this is gonna work out. That is a perfect size. Okay, so I'm just gonna double loop it, tie it. I usually like to tie it 3 times. Give it, and this base really holds the knot really well. See, so this is what I mean by, like, you know, kind of like wasting string and stuff. I definitely make it a little bit smaller. I'm just cutting. Look at the tape. Oh, sorry guys. All right, yes, that is definitely, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that bead right there. It's so cute. Then we're gonna be adding, so let me remove all this. That's really cute. I love the way that came out. So I do have a string, and I'm gonna get some charms. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I like that. I think that's really pretty. Do we have any other charms that we can add to this? Maybe, let's see. Possibly not. But yeah. So let's just add this on. Actually, I'm gonna use a smaller one. I have my smaller one right here. Use this. Okay. I like to add like not just one charm. I like to add a couple of charms. But I guess for the sake of this video, since I can't find all the charms, I'll just do like, yeah, I can't find them. Alright, whatevers. Okay, so we're gonna take this, I'm gonna loop that right here, and we're gonna put that right on there. We're gonna close it up. Oh, well, you guys get to hear songs. I hope they don't copyright this. I'm not playing it, I swear. It's just in the background. And there you go. There you have it. It's a beautiful, beautiful bracelet. I think it's gorgeous. So nice. So reflective. I'll probably add another charm to this, like more to like give it more pizzazz. I think the feather is cute, but I want to add a little bit more to it. But yeah, so our things should be done. Let's go check up on it. There we go. Oh yeah. Hear that? See that? Hear that? Perfect. Okay, I might kind of probably miss some Lisa over there. So I actually want to fill that. Yep. Might be a little uneven, but hey, can't be too perfect all the time. Okay, we really need to get that corner though, and this bottom piece too. But this is why I really like to, this is why I really like to start from the back, because then the front is not affected, the front of the earring. Do you hear that? Oh my God, I haven't heard this song in like forever. All right, and we're gonna let that cure, we'll come back. Oh, there was some bubbles. Okay, so now it's all hard, all cured, right? Really, really cool. So now we're going to pretty much remove the tape. Remove the tape. Okay. Ooh, we got a little stuck friend there. Then we're going to be turning it over. Now this is the part where you have to be very, very careful, because this is the front. See how that blue color is very rich? This is the front. So the resin on the other side is going to offer stability, but I'm keeping it straight so we don't need to adhere it. It's heavy. But this is the part where you really don't want any spillage. So you just gotta be very, very careful. We're gonna spread it around like we did the last one. And I'm not touching it because I don't want any fingerprints. Just slightly dragging it over. Okay, move it down this way a little bit more. This is leveling gloss, so it would level out. Look, I'm such a hot mess on its own. But I've had this gloss for some time, so it is pretty thick. So I'm just encouraging it at this point to go towards the edges. And I'm using the resin on the other side as a base. There we go. Perfect. So they're still going on with the music. Glad they're having fun. I know I am. So yeah, I'm just gonna level this out. I might need some more gloss on this side. And I know there's some gloss that's not, like, it's not a smooth, you know, but we are going to fix that after, when we're going to pretty much cut it off. Okay, added a little bit more, just kind of holding it, encouraging that gloss to move. It's a little tricky, but we got this. I don't want to put tape on the other side to hold it down, only because I want to have a very clean, you know, I don't want it to smudge anyways. So I want it to be smooth and pretty and smudge free. And I'm so in the mood for Starbucks. Watch when I make this intro. I'm definitely gonna have my Starbucks in hand. I'm getting pretty tired. Mom's getting pretty tired. Okay. Awesome. Now, again, you want to go over it with some lighter. Oh, you see there? I didn't even get that part. So I think I'm gonna have to add some more gloss. Just I use the stick to help encourage it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Here we go. Ooh, so excited. So I'm gonna need some movement on this side. They're not gonna be, I'm sure there's a way to make these very clearly symmetrical. I could have matched up the tape with it. I could have done a whole bunch of different things, but I think they're unique and they're beautiful nonetheless. And I know I actually got inspired, like I taught myself how to do this, but I saw an artist at one of the events doing this, and well, not doing this per se. I saw that she had butterfly wing necklaces and earrings, and I just wanted to make my own, and we talked about resin and stuff, but I was thinking like, how can I do it, you know? So I'm just gonna put these, we'll go over it with the lighter one more time. I'm gonna put these in the UV lamp, and then we should be a go. So this is pretty much almost the final product. I think they came out so cute, but we just wanna clean it up just a little bit. So, oh, look at that. Hey guys. All right. Oh, gosh, this tape is. So you see where there's some unevenness right there? We just kind of want to even that up to the best of our ability. Just clean up the scissors. Do have my E6000 gloss. Hold on, Bae's calling me. Hello? Hello?
Hey, baby.
Hey.
Yes, oh, okay. So you want the cold brew with the salted cream cold foam?
Yeah. Yep. That's what I want.
Okay.
The
Alright,
salted.
So yeah, so, the two options they have cold brew with salted cream cold foam, and they have cold brew with cascara cold foam.
Oh, I don't think I ever had that.
Oh no, salted cream I think is the most expensive one. Alright, so that's the better one. Okay, never mind, I didn't have to call you.
Okay.
Alright, talk to you later. Bye.
Alright, bye. He's so sweet. Yeah, I just sent him to go to Starbucks while I finish up this video. He is such a sweetheart. Maybe we'll do like a boyfriend tag. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see him and if we should do a boyfriend tag. Leave some of your questions or messages for us, and if there's more than 10 questions, or let's just do 20, yeah. If there's more than 20 questions, or about 20 questions, over 15, I'll do a boyfriend tag video. How about that? So then you'll get to see him. But he's Been my rock for, we've been together 16 years. Yep, 16 beautiful years together. He is my best friend. Okay, so these are pretty much done. I got them pretty much even, aside from, you know, I think this one definitely came out a little bit neater, but at the same time, they're just really beautiful. You know, I could have done a better job probably cutting more closer, but I don't want to ruin the actual gloss, because it would crack if you do it like that. So okay, so cool. Now we could either hang them this way, right, or we can hang them this way, and I'm really digging this way, but I'm not sure. This is the back. I think that's cute. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, so now we're gonna flip it over to the back. Actually, wait a minute. No, I think we're gonna be doing it this way. Yeah, okay, we'll do it that way. So now we're gonna flip them over to the back, right? I have my E6000, and this glue is freaking phenomenal. I use it for almost everything, and you don't need a lot. I'm just adding a little bit of glue there, and a little bit of glue here. They're still going on with that music. Okay, so now we try your best not to touch this stuff. I did mention in another video, industrial strength, really strong glue, but there are some warnings, very harmful vapors and things of that such, so just be careful working with it. So I take the open side and I'm going to place it down. I first blow on it a little bit, get that glue a little tacky, and then I'm just gonna put that right on there. Right on there. Okay. Then we're gonna do the same for the other one. Okay. Let's get a little tacky. Little tacky. No? Yep. Great. All right, so pretty much doing that, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more on the top to kind of like seal it up. I'm gonna do the same with that. There we go. All right, so now that we've pretty much finished and the glue has dried, it's an hour later, we're gonna be taking our earring hooks and opening them up and pretty much finalizing this project. So always be mindful of the front. So this will be the front. Gonna loop that through there. Be very gentle. Here we go. One. Go. Excuse me. And we're just gonna open this up really quick. Loop that in there. If you want to add some charms to it, you can. And there you have it. Beautiful set of butterfly earrings. And bracelet, since you saw that. So cute. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.